we are going to take some house tours. I know everybody always, got a lot of positive feedback about our home tours here. We've got a couple of different styles of houses to look at tonight, and we're going to start with 1402 Kingswood Road in West Lafayette. This is one of the most expensive homes in West Lafayette. So that's a picture of it, 1402 Kingswood Road in West Lafayette. Let's take a look at the map. This is just a little north of town. Just a little, though. I'm going to keep zooming out and zooming out. I'm sorry, it's just a little, my direction's confused. A little south of town. So here is, it is a little north, a little west. A little west of town. I'll get my direction straight here. Goodness gracious me. Here's Purdue University. There are quite a few of these over this way to the west of Purdue now. These are farms that are getting chopped up into larger executive lots, if you will, an acre, acre and a half, 2 acres, 5 acres in some cases. I'm going to move some windows around to get us ready here. So let's take a look. 1402 Kingswood Road, West Lafayette. This is a 7-bed home in the modern-ish style. 5,382 square feet, an acre and a half, currently listed for, sit down, $1.2 million. So I say that it's modern in style in that it's got these pillars and it's got glass out front, but it still has the dark siding and brick. So it's an interesting pastiche going on there. But let's take a look. There's the entryway. Love the glass pane doors and the big sunburst light up above. And this is definitely, you feel that modern. You got the light wood floors. You have the white and you have the white cabinets and off-white. They have a TV, what appears to be a TV over the fireplace. I'm sorry, that qualifies as TV too high. If you don't know what that is, go look it up on Reddit. Dining nook, dining area overlooking the neighbor's farm. Little office nook with the tray ceilings in the office. Eat-in kitchens, so you can see here that here's the kitchen with that dining room that we were looking at just off of it, and then the living room that we're currently standing in, so the fireplace just behind us. There you go. Lots of tray ceilings in this one. The gas range. That is one of the more interesting refrigerators that I have seen lately. The double drawers and the pull handles on those are quite unique. They're very proud of this kitchen. Now look at that pantry. All the food storage in the cabinets, room for appliances on the shelves, and the wine fridge down below. That is maybe the best pantry I've ever seen. I believe that we head downstairs. You can tell that by the escape window right here for your living area den downstairs. You have the wet bar, another wine fridge. Stock up on your wines when you buy this one. Buy this one with me and I'll buy you some wine to get one of your fridges started. I like the backsplash there. Interesting how the feature wall melds up with the plain drywall on the other wall. I have seen some roomy showers lately. That might be the roomiest I have seen in a while. Double benches and a really not ostentatious tub for what the rest of the house really kind of is. Is it a shower? Is it a sauna? Is it both? Does it say? I'm just trying to see if there are any notes on what this shower might be. There are not. The primary suite with its own private door out to the back porch. That is a gigantic closet. Comes with a lot of Louis Vuitton as well. And we start getting into the secondary bedrooms and bathrooms. Big, big windows in this. Head back down to the downstairs area, to the rec room area. I like what they've done here with the wood look to cover up the mechanicals. That looks nice. Theater room, done right. Theater rooms should be dark. You want that high contrast with your actual movie. I don't think they got quite around to setting this up as a movie theater just yet. This is just so much better than just your normal whatever you would have down there to hide the beam. Looks really good. They have this part of the basement set up as a workout room. Downstairs, back with the cabinets. Looks quite nice. And there's also a downstairs bedroom. So it must be, there's 7 bedrooms. I'm not even going to try to count where each one is. So there's the back porch that I was talking about where you have the door off the living room, but there's also a door off the primary suite. Needs a little bit of landscaping yet. So there you go. 1402 Kingswood Road, West Lafayette. 7 bedrooms. 4 baths, 5,382 square feet, 1.53 acres, $1.2 million. If you'd like to buy that, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube and fill out the form. I'd love to talk to you. Next up in our tour of homes here in the greater Lafayette area, get my windows rearranged one more time. We're going to look at 17 Danielle Lane. Let's take a look here. Beautiful brick home. Place it on the map. Sorry. So again, this one is just a little northeast of Purdue University. You can see Tippecanoe Amphitheater Park. This is the intersection at mile marker 178, North River Road and 65, Purdue University down this way. That puts it on the map. Let's take a look. Again, 1710 Danielle Lane, West Lafayette. 4 bedrooms, 7 baths, 5,098 square feet, also 1.56 acres, currently listed $925,000. But I thought this was another interesting home that's currently for sale here in West Lafayette. You got the circle drive out front. Look at that stunning, stunning entryway. You got the columns, you got the archway. I rather like that. I don't particularly love the color palette, but I do like the architecture of it. Maybe swap out that light fixture. You got the fireplace with the great built-ins, great formal living room. You can see the formal dining room and the eat-in attached off of that, looking out over the back deck. I do get so sick of looking at the modern grays and off-white sort of thing, but this is just kind of feels like solidly 80s too, so it doesn't exactly make me happy either. But you know what? You can buy it and make it your own for $925,000. Here we go. You can start to see the kitchen looking at this shot with its eat-in area, both with wooden floors. Great bay window overlooking the nature outside. This is an interesting setup. So much of kitchen design is based around the triangle, and they've really broken it here. Look, the stove, the cooktop is in the middle was at one end of the island, and the prep sink is on a corner of the island directly across from the dishwashing sink. Definitely not the triangle arrangement. What do you think about this? There's the dining room with the coffered tray ceilings up above. That is quite lovely. And we have the sitting room off of that area. Sunroom, perhaps, maybe you could call it, with all those windows. We move into the primary suite with a interesting looking tray ceiling. It's got the stamped drywall, lots of carpet. Big closet, but I don't think it's a gigantic closet by any means. I think they were going for Romanesque with this tub setup. Kind of need something on this big wall back here. Sculpture, perhaps. Here I am being an art critic. Lots and lots and lots of counter space to be had on this one. Large shower. And we move into a secondary bedroom that is still on the main floor. Looks out the front. Must be the guest bedroom. It's probably right off of the main entryway there. Moving along and through secondary bedrooms, this also has an ensuite. Once you've seen one bedroom, you've seen them all, right? Laundry room, and we move downstairs, and you can tell that here's the well window, the escape window. Wet bar for entertaining, maybe get rid of the carpet. Don't worry about spilling your red wine that way. TV room. Look at that TV. It comes with the house. 3-car garage, all brick patio out back, and that is 1710 Danielle Way in West Lafayette, $925,000, 4 bedrooms, 7 baths, 5,098 square feet, 1.56 acres. What do you think of that one? Take a minute, hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss a moment of our videos here on the Lafayette Reel. The next house that we're going to take a look at tonight is 4201 Eisenhower Road in Lafayette. This one is not the most expensive house in town. There's a couple of specific reasons that I really wanted to look at this one, but here it is, 4201 Eisenhower Road. This is a 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,607 square feet, comes with 6.5 acres, currently priced at $574,900. Let's take a look at it on the map, which has some of why I wanted to look at it. It's in Wildcat Creek Highlands. Here's the map, and here we are. Here's Wildcat Creek. This is I-65, so the downside is it's relatively close to I-65. You're probably going to have some traffic noise. If that doesn't bother you, then great, but let's zoom out a bit more here, and we'll see northeast side of Lafayette. Here's Lafayette. Here's West Lafayette and Purdue University, so it's over here. But I want to zoom back in on this because, and there's a picture that really shows it. Wildcat Highlands, not Wildcat Creek Highlands. It is on Wildcat Creek. Look at that. Let's jump into a tour, and you'll see why I thought this was such a cool house. First off, I do rather like the outside style. It's got these German storybook style eaves on the front. The stonework kind of makes you feel like you're at Grandma's cottage and you should be looking for Little Red Riding Hood to escape the big bad wolf or something like that. But I like the architecture. It does kind of have that nature of what you have with waterfront homes where the garage really, really kind of sticks out the front. And that's a little unfortunate, but it's kind of par for the course. But here is why I really wanted to look at this house. Check out the house. Here's Wildcat Creek. You can't get any closer, but it's high enough, so I believe it's not in a flood zone. We would confirm that before sending an offer. And if you want to send an offer, hit thelafayettereal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let's go take a look and get this house bought for you. Great colors, great location, and there are stairs down to the Wildcat Creek. Now you can see why I really wanted to look at this home. I just thought it was fantastic. But then we move inside, and we have the soaring ceilings in the A-frame style front of the house. I've always kind of been a sucker for this style. I do rather like it. I like this area up above. I like the connected feeling of the active areas of the home, of the dining and living area to the den, office, work area, toy area that you have upstairs. I've always liked that. May not be for you, but I like it. You got the windows and the door that goes out onto the patio that overlook the Wildcat. Big, open, airy feeling. And it's a big home, but not humongous big. 3,600 square feet. I mean, that's big. I'm not saying it's small, but it's not gigantic either. You have the exposed beam ceiling here in the dining area. That area that we were just looking at is right up above there. I like a spiral staircase. I understand it may not be for everybody, but I think that has a certain architectural whimsy that you don't see every day. The color palette in the kitchen, you take it or leave it. It's only paint. You can always change it if you don't like seafoam green. Got the eat-in area there at the end of the kitchen with, again, windows looking out over the Wildcat. It's just so connected to the Wildcat, and I'm just a big sucker for that. Move into our primary suite, and it looks like a bedroom with an ensuite bath that, is a bathroom that isn't ostentatious. It's perfectly serviceable. A really nice looking laundry room. Moving into some secondary bedrooms. Because again, there are 3 bedrooms and 4 baths in this house. So here's bath number 2 with the stand-up shower. This they have set up as a sewing room. It looks like this might be one of the actual bedrooms. And again, we're back out to the upstairs, to this bonus area upstairs. But then we move downstairs into the basement, into the bar. You have the stonework and the fireplace in the corner and this patio that overlooks the Wildcat. And that's bar. It's actually got the racks for your glassware. If you're moving down to the downstairs, oh my goodness! I might go write an offer on this house right now if I didn't love my house so much. If you like wine, there you go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 500, 700 bottles of wine you could store in there, probably. I like wine. I make wine. One of the reasons I'm not ever going to sell my house because my vineyard's right out there. But look at that wine rack. Look at that green kitchen. I'm not even sure it's avocado green. I think it might be too bright to be called avocado green. And I don't think that's retro. Maybe, I don't think that's original. I think that might be like retro on purpose. It's a little hard to tell, but I do rather like it in that kitschy sort of. And then looking out the back. This is, how can you beat that? I was talking about like the German storybook crinkly cut on the eaves here. You've got the back deck and the back porch, the stone stairs and the banister. And that is right there. And you can go canoeing and kayaking on the Wildcat. Absolutely. We've done it many, many times. Got a second floor gazebo up there on the back deck. Look at that. That's lovely. I think calling that a gazebo is an understatement. Little sitting area. Got the park light. Mr. Tumnus might show up. So now you can see why I really, really wanted to show you this one. 4201 Eisenhower Road in Lafayette. 3 bedroom, 4 bath. 3,607 square feet, 6.5 acres, $574,900. And if you'd like to go see that, write an offer on it. Fill out the form at thelafayettereal.com/YouTube. I'm Geoff Gooch with the Russell Company powered by App Properties, and I would love to be your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice. If you're looking to buy or sell here in the Lafayette area, if you live here, if you're moving here, if you're thinking about moving here, I would love to work with you. Please reach out to me. You can send me a message here. You can go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, send me a text message. All of my contact information is here. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure that you don't miss any of the content that we put out here on the Lafayette Real. Day in and day out, we're posting new videos about things to do here in the Lafayette area, home tours, neighborhood tours, development info like we talked about tonight. Just make sure that you don't miss a minute of it. It means the world to us to see our subscribers join us and enjoy the content that we work so hard for developing for you guys.